we just do it all here. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. This is Insight on Business. My name is Michael Libby. Thanks so very much for joining us. 31 minutes now past the top of the hour. We're talking with a couple of guys from the 515 Brewery, and this is Bailey Forrest and also Dave Rupte, and talking about the backstory, if you will, about this brand new brew pub, craft brewing place here in Des Moines. And I want to give you a taste of what it's like on the inside. They've had a couple of soft openings, and what we did is we went in and filmed just a very few short, about a minute and a half, of some people and what's going on and what the interior looks like. And these are all soft openings. We'll ask about soft openings in just a minute. But let's take a look at that tape, Ryan Northfield in our production studio. Going to show you a bit of a YouTube video about the 515 Brewing Company's soft opening. Ryan? It's a soft opening. Let's see what's going on inside. And this is the inside. You like this? They call this a soft opening. It's a beer wench. So this is the stuff that makes the stuff that the people drink. I'm kind of thinking like a milk parlor. Really? All right, go ahead and figure out what the stainless steel cost is. Wow.
Oh, that's bad.
So what is that?
This is the numb nut. The numb nut. It's very good. Very good.
I'm a Miller Lite guy.
I look Coors Light girl.
So what do you think?
I actually like it.
Yeah?
I do.
Were you surprised?
I was surprised. I didn't think I would like it.
This is a great place to come out for a drink after work before you go out for the night. Great to support local guys and a local brewery.
So what do you think?
I think it's a great place.
Why?
Try out the different beer. Something different.
So what's your beer of choice when you're not at an Iowa brew pub?
Usually Michelob Ultra or Coors Light.
Okay. So this is kind of different.
It is different.
Coming back?
I will come back.
There you go, kids. Unsolicited testimonial. But boy, I like this stuff. I was a little surprised. People that I'm a Coors Light girl, she said. And I said, do you like it? She says, yeah. And the other, is Michelob Ultra or something like that. And she says, yeah, I'll be back. We have a winner, ladies and gentlemen. Dave Rupte and Bailey Forrest with us from the 515 Brewing Company. So why, Dave, have soft openings? What's the point of that?
Yeah, well, the big reason is we've never run a tap room before, and we have no idea what we're doing. That's really the long and short of it. So because of that, instead of opening the doors and have a big, giant grand opening and getting slammed and making giant asses of ourselves, we decided that we're going to have the soft opening, and we're going to kind of go into it slowly and see how our cash register works and how we process credit cards and how fast we can wash dishes and how good the beer really is. So
do we have enough glasses?
Do we have enough glasses? Yes. Are we making horrible mistakes?
Yeah. Should we move now?
Yes. It's much like giving the speech in front of your wife and family as opposed to doing it in front of the whole world.
Yeah.
So,
although, as a soft opening, you had a lot of people there.
yeah, I was really surprised the reaction we had. The first night we didn't really announce it at all, just friends, family, coworkers.
Mm-hmm.
So it was word of mouth only. The second night we opened last Saturday, week ago Saturday, we announced it at noon on Facebook and Twitter that we were going to be open at 4, and we were very busy all night long. So yeah, it's been good with no advertising at all except for word of mouth.
See, that's the
social
next
media.
thing. And we've seen this time and time and time again. And kids, listen up, okay? If you're into business, I don't care what the business is, listen to what I'm about to tell you. We have seen numerous examples of successful business launches using absolutely $0 in traditional advertising. No radio, no television, simply utilizing new media or social media to drive that business. And we've seen this happen dozens of times. What's the good news? And people think it's free, but it's not necessarily free, is it, Bailey?
Not entirely. I mean, we have to do some sort of promotions every once in a while. We've got to, I mean, our couple of soft openings, we've got to give out samples. We've got to give out product that, otherwise would be paid for. But
Right.
I mean, the big thing is get people in the door and get them to taste the beer. And we feel that the beer is going to speak for itself and people are going to enjoy it and be back just like you saw in the video.
Yeah, yeah. So, what on this whole side of social media, utilizing that venue to broadcast, if you have Facebook, Twitter, whatever else that you've been using, and I'm not sure if there's anything else that you are using.
We started using Vine a little bit.
A little bit of Vine, a little 6-second
little 6-second bat video. Yeah, we're on Vine, or I'm on Vine. I'm not sure the brewery is quite yet. We mostly like the Facebook and Twitter.
Yeah.
And kind of our thing, in the craft brewing industry in general, there's kind of the hardcore craft beer fans that will find you
Oh yeah.
instead of you trying to find them. And we've been very successful, obviously, with those guys. But we had a couple things we kind of levered. We made values of ours that we weren't going to go ahead and make a big push until we knew we were ready to open because we didn't want to lose the buzz. And we've done,
Sure.
I think, a pretty good job of capturing that. But also having that direct social interaction with our customers, our potential customers, via social media is huge for us. Actually talking to people on a
Absolutely.
one-to-one basis as a company to a individual, we think is important.
Rather than just being a one-way push to something, it's
Absolutely.
a two-way conversation.
Absolutely.
Absolutely, yeah. And you're what? How many away from 1,000 on Facebook?
7. We're
Seven.
Seven.
If we get 7 more likes today, we'll have 1,000 likes on Facebook. And I
Bam.
think that we make money automatically when we get to 1,000 likes on Facebook. So excited about that. Excited to
Check
make
them
some
out,
money.
kids, on Facebook, 515 Brewing Company. In the video, we saw got to be thousands of dollars worth of stainless steel. I mean, of course, farm, I think of milk parlors. Cinnamon
Sure.
thought that was a big hoot when I said something about it. That's what it looks like to me. Round numbers? What kind of dollars are we talking for all this kind of stuff?
I'll put that off to you, Dave. You were working on the financials the other day.
Yeah. We have, grand total, and we did it about as cheap as I think you can do a 3-barrel system. And we have about three barrels. Beer's usually measured in barrels, so about 100 and a barrel is 31 gallons. So we can do about 100 gallons per batch. We got maybe $25,000 to $30,000 wrapped up in stainless steel, which is in the grand scheme of things not all that much money. And we have a lot of other money wrapped up in construction in the building and just doing
Sure.
the simple things. We had to put a grease trap in, which was
Oh,
expensive.
that was a big deal, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was a big deal.
Even though you don't sell it.
Let's not talk about that. But
I was going to say, wait a minute.
but yeah, so I mean, and we have lots of other little bits and pieces. The stainless steel, the fermenters in the brew house are the most obvious examples of that. But there's lots of fittings and pumps and valves.
How much beer can you make in a month?
Well, that's a good question. We haven't really tried to push the limits. Theoretically, we can do probably about
4
20.
batches?
Well, we do about 9 batches a month. If we,
9 batches. That's
Depends on the beer, but we can do about
Yeah.
9 batches of beer a month, and that would be really. I mean, we'd be
Pushing
working-
it, huh?
Pushing it.
Yeah.
Probably closer.
What's
to
a batch
4.
of beer?
A batch of beer is about 100 gallons or so for us.
Oh,
So
that's enough.
about 900 gallons. You'd be surprised how fast it goes.
Well, I just have a comment on Twitter. Love the Numbnuts beer.
Yes.
Is that pretty popular?
It has been, yeah.
I mean, one of the guys in the video was drinking that.
Yeah.
And
We've only got 4, so it's got
4 beers.
of ours. Yeah. We got
Okay, tell us about those. What are they?
Sure. Yeah, we have right now we have 4 on tap. I've done this like 1,000 times the last few days. It seems. We have the Numbnut, which is what he's talking about. It's a spiced brown ale with cinnamon and allspice as the main spices in it. We have a Berliner Weiss style beer called Little Tart, which is low alcohol.
I tried that.
Yeah, it's got a little bit of tartness to it. The lactic acid kind of adds to that. Then we have 2 IPAs. One we call Wheat IPA, which is a wheat beer, but it's hopped like an IPA, but it's not like the bitter hop. It's kind of more of a citrusy hop. That's what we call OG IPA. And we have a West Coast IPA, which is more that traditional higher alcohol, stronger malt bill, so it's got more body, and then it's bitter-ish hops, and then a lot of flavor and aroma hops in there too. So it's a more flavorful big beer.
Bailey, all kinds of stuff going. Are there? What makes it bitter? Is it the amount of hops?
It's the amount of hops and the time that you add it and the characteristics of it. Most of the bitterness comes from the hops that you add early on when the wort's boiling. It pulls out all the alpha acids, and then later.
Alpha acids.
Yeah.
Chemistry class.
I've been absolutely amazed at the amount of stuff that I realized I forgot from chemistry class in high school. It's been incredible.
Good for you. 515 Brewing Company, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks to Bailey and to Dave for coming in and spending some time with us today, talking about a little bit of the backstory. If you're interested in communicating with them directly, it is at 515 Brewing. That's at 515 Brewing on Twitter, or find them on Facebook. And I can tell you that they are very conversational. I mean, I was impressed. The day that we went down there to this soft opening and did that video, we pushed out just to think, hey, we're coming down there, and bam, within 5 minutes, somebody was back at us saying, hey, welcome to the brewery.
That'd be all Dave. Dave's been doing a great job with social media.
Social feed. So
Very nice work. You know, it's one of the things that we just have a hard time with. Some companies that don't do that,
Sure.
you know, and it is the real secret in the whole conversation.
secret sauce.
Yeah, it is.
Don't give it away.
515 Brewing Company. We'll be back with a wrap-up right after this. This is Insight on Business, powered by Webcast One Live.